At the top is the name of the video. The YouTube time markers are there as well. In this one, she says, "We're just promoting Bible education." About 30 seconds later, she says, "We're just standing here quietly, like minding our own business." Setting up in public to invite people to either become subjects of God's kingdom or face destruction at Armageddon is certainly not minding one's own business. I go on to say to her, "Why are people who aren't even Jehovah's Witnesses alive? So you can teach us how to be like you, so you can endure us and pack up and leave, or so your God can kill us at Armageddon?" And she says, "You totally know that's not what it's about at all." And this one I say to the brother, "I've chosen to look into the Australian Royal Commission, and now I'm informed, and you're standing here representing this organization admitting that you're not informed." And he says, "And I hope you respect that." I say to the witnesses next to the cart here, "You guys know about the Shepherd the Flock of God book?" And Hagen says, "It's not even called that anymore." No one has been able to confirm that the title of that publication has been changed. If it has, fine, but no one's been able to confirm that the Shepherd the Flock of God book has had its name changed in recent months. Okay, the sister here twice grabbed the watchtower right out of my hand, which is a big deal because once the magazine or book or tract is in your hand, it becomes your personal property. In this one, by gently pushing me, this brother initiated physical contact. And in one of the other videos, you heard that cop say, "Okay, that's assault." Cop's words, not mine. This one threatened me with police involvement, and then when she's on the phone, I ask her what she's saying, and she says that we've asked you to leave. So I politely ask those two to leave, and they left right away. You can't see them leaving completely in the video, but they did. Besides, there's the date, the time, the location, and they can be asked to confirm it if they in fact left after I asked them. And if they were to say no, they'd be lying. They left that location after I politely asked. The sister was filming me holding documentation that I was showing to people, and before I even set foot on the street to approach her, she had already stopped recording and was putting her phone away. Here I asked him if he had gotten a call from the sisters, and he said no, and that he's just showing up, and isn't that miraculous? I start talking to this cop about how I'm worried that I now have a police file for criminal harassment because the J-Dums are such panic junkies, and he reassures me, "This is not criminal harassment. I wouldn't even barely call it a causing of a disturbance. I'd just call it a discrepancy between two parties. So if done well, if done effectively, crashing a cart is nothing more than a discrepancy between two parties, you guys." Okay, so this just happened on Saturday. This sister snatched valuable and fragile personal property right from my possession, and then when I mentioned it later, she said it was a lie. And this J-Dum films me from across the street, moves away when I approach him, and then when I catch up to him, he utters what I'm sure can be classified as a threatening statement when he says, "You're on YouTube too lots, you should see. Your nightlife is pretty interesting." And I say, "My nightlife?" And instead of explaining his remarks, he instead chooses to walk away.